Now, I want to talk to you about Relic. This is a scary movie. It's a great mood piece, and it's one of the things that is, I would think, difficult for an actor, and you're a terrific actor, but I would think it would call for you to be, you're frightened almost all the time. And I would think that's not easy as an actor.
It's very difficult. No, it's very difficult. I mean, I find it very easy to be scared in life. I'm often scared in life, but to sustain, and you can manufacture it to a degree, but to sustain that level of fear for sort of 4 weeks straight is, it's quite exhausting and quite depressing, because you have to just keep conjuring up all these terrible sort of thoughts and feelings.
What kind of things are you conjuring up? Like I've got a Zoom interview across the pond with Conan O'Brien, that kind of raw terror.
It is true, actually. Chat shows are one of my biggest fear, along with rats and fear of flying. I have a preternatural terror of chat shows, and I do think of them when I'm running down corridors in horror films.
I could see you. I see the association between talking to a talk show host and encountering a rat. I'm surprised you say that, because I was talking to someone today, and I told them that I was going to be talking to you. You're one of my favorite people to talk to, because you're so natural. You're always yourself, and you're always funny and entertaining. So I don't imagine you, of all people, getting worried before you do something like this.
Well, you know what? I think part of the reason that maybe if I am good to talk to is because I'm so sort of desperate to please that I will sell my grandmother basically for a joke. And so that makes me sometimes quite a good subject, but it often leaves me feeling slightly hollow and sort of ashamed afterwards. Not when I speak to you, ever. You made me feel good about all the terrible things I reveal about myself.
You know why I think that's true? I think it's true because you and I are kindred spirits. I will sell anybody down the river if it's going to get me a laugh. The only difference is I don't feel horrible afterwards. You're a better person than I am, that you have that feeling afterwards. I am a true sociopath. Wow, that was a big laugh at the expense of my long dead grandmother.
It was all worth it.
It was all worth it.
No, well, I make it often they're at the expense of myself, which is mostly fine. But there are moments where it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I've gone a bit far this time. I did that once with I'm now going to do it again, but I feel like I'm older now. I can handle it.
Yep.
It was when I was in my 20s and I was being interviewed by a woman for the Observer newspaper, which is like a very serious sort of broadsheet. It's like the New York Times on Sunday. And I was desperately selling my grandmother and everyone else I know, because she was one of those journalists that was sitting with her pen hovered above her paper, not touching pen to paper, sort of waiting for you to say something interesting. And then you get into panic, more and more stuff comes out and waiting for the pen to touch the paper. And I started telling her a story. And even as I began the story, I was thinking, oh, why am I doing this? But basically, I can't really remember the story, but I know that the punchline ended with me peeing in myself in a car with my sister. And I got to the end of the story and she didn't laugh, and her pen didn't hit the paper. And there was about 3 seconds of horrified silence, after which she said, out of respect for you, Emily, I shall never repeat that story. And I went and I said,
to make her laugh. See, that's the kind of thing you can channel when you need to be scared in
yes, exactly.
Wait, are you laughing at my acting? This is my acting. This is me acting scared. That's it. I'm a silent film star. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't have.
Your hair is looking terrified as you do that.
Yeah, my hair is, I haven't cut it since the quarantine. And sometimes I just let it go. But sometimes when I'm talking to a guest that I am very excited to talk to, I make the mistake of blow drying it before I come on, and it puffs up in this humid weather, and it becomes this thing, and then it's ridiculous, and I'm sure it's just terrifying, and also it's structurally unsound. It's We have a clip from Relic. Your character, I mean, feel free to set it up, but your character has come back to a house where your mother was living. You don't quite know what happened to your mother, and you're looking for clues, and some eerie, palpably sort of scary, tense things are happening that are giving you a bad feeling about it all. Is that a fair summation?
It's a beautiful summation.
Beautiful. Let's take a look at this clip from Relic.
What was that? Okay.
Dunno.
And I also want to make sure that I mention Don't Look Deeper.
Yes.
On Quibi.
Yes. Don't Look Deeper on Quibi, that's coming out very imminently. And
it's later this month.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. I love that I know more about your career than you do.